According to Robert Kiyosaki, your car is a hidden liability, not the asset that you think it is. Behind that shiny exterior, relentless costs are undermining your financial stability. In this video, we break down how the secret costs of car ownership, from depreciation to unexpected repairs, are quietly stealing your hard-earned money. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Every month, most households face a variety of expenses that together form the foundation of our budgets. What stands out is that transportation is the second largest expense after housing. That $819 a month isn't just for fuel. It covers car payments, maintenance, insurance, and a host of other fees. Think about it. We often treat our housing expenses as fixed and unavoidable. We know exactly what our mortgage or rent will be each month. Taxes follow a predictable schedule, and food expenses are, for the most part, planned. Yet transportation is more nebulous. It varies from month to month, and many of its components like routine maintenance and depreciation are so gradual that we hardly notice them until they've accumulated into a substantial cost. If transportation is already such a major slice of your budget, what might you be missing out by not scrutinizing every dollar spent on getting around? Now that we understand the scale of transportation expenses, let's zoom out and examine the current trends shaping our approach to car ownership. Today's car market is a whirlwind of innovation, flashy marketing, and evolving consumer expectation. But at what cost? For many, owning a car is not just about getting from point A to point B. It's a powerful statement. Modern advertising and social media bombard us with images of sleek, high-performance vehicles that scream luxury and success. Every billboard, every Instagram post seems to suggest that the more expensive car you drive, the more accomplished you are. But ask yourself, how often do you choose a car based on genuine need versus the desire to keep up appearances? Do you ever stop to wonder if that must-have model is really about practicality? Or is it just a mirror reflecting societal pressures? The trend towards longer car loans and attractive leasing options makes it easier than ever to drive a new car without paying the full price up front. However, while these options might feel liberating, they also bind you to long-form financial commitments. The lure of the latest model and its bells and whistles can lead you to spend far more than what is financially sensible. Consider this. Every time you choose a high-end model or upgrade unnecessarily, you're not just buying a car. You're buying into a lifestyle that comes with hidden costs, from accelerated depreciation to steep insurance premiums. In a world where a car is often seen as a status symbol, have you ever paused to ask yourself, is my vehicle a reflection of who I am, or a costly mask hiding the real impact on my finances? Building on the trends we've explored, let's now examine how our own mindset can lead us into costly traps when buying a car. Consider Mark. The moment he set his eyes on a sleek, expensive model, he was convinced that it was a symbol of success. That price tag became his anchor, a number he clung on to as proof of quality. Mark's overconfidence made him believe that he could outsmart depreciation and sidestep mounting maintenance bills. As he waded through dealership promises, he selectively absorbed only the positive details, conveniently ignoring the fine print about recurring expenses. The excitement of owning what he perceived as a status symbol blinded him to the reality of a long-term financial drain. It wasn't until the bills piled up and the car's value plummeted that Mark realized how his own biases had led him astray. Now, does that sound familiar? Have you ever been in Mark's shoes before? Before you make your next car decision, you need to ask yourself, are you being swayed by a dazzling price tag and the promise of status? Or are you truly evaluating the long-term costs? To truly understand the financial drain a car can represent, let's break down the costs into concrete numbers. Depreciation is perhaps the most significant expense of car ownership. For many Ford models, for an example, a new car purchased for $30,000 can lose nearly 50% of its value within 5 years. This means that after 5 years, your car could be worth just around $15,000, essentially costing you about $3,000 a year in lost value, purely due to depreciation. And this drop occurs regardless of how meticulously you care for your vehicle. It's simply an inherent cost of ownership. Next, consider maintenance. Routine upkeep, oil changes, tire rotations, and brake replacements typically cost between $800 to $1,200 a year. Over 5 years, that translates to $4,000 to $6,000 in maintenance expenses. And these figures only cover the routine expected services, not accounting for any major unexpected fixes that might be needed along the way. Insurance is another considerable expense. Depending on your driving history, the type of vehicle, and where you live, you might pay anywhere between $1,200 to $1,500 a year. Over a span of 5 years, that's approximately $600 to $7,500. Even small increments in your premiums can have a noticeable impact when they accumulate over time. Finally, let's talk about unexpected repairs. Even the most reliable cars aren't immune to unforeseen issues. On average, you spend an additional $300 to $500 a year on unforeseen repairs. This could be something as minor as a sensor replacement or significant as a transmission replacement. Over 5 years, these costs add up to roughly $1,500 to $2,500. This brings the total hidden cost of owning a car to over $27,500 in 5 years, averaging roughly $5,500 per year. Now just pause and consider, if that $5,500 a year were not being consumed by your car, what could it be doing for your financial future? Can it be fueling an investment, building a nest egg, or even kickstarting a side venture? If these numbers surprise you, imagine the untapped potential waiting to be unlocked by redirecting these funds towards your long-term financial goals. It's time to focus on solutions and practical steps that can help you minimize these expenses and reclaim your hard-earned money. Reevaluate your purchase decision. One of the most effective strategies is reconsidering the type of car you buy. New cars suffer the steepest depreciation, so opting for a certified pre-owned vehicle can significantly reduce the initial hit. By choosing a used vehicle that is already depreciated, you avoid the most severe drop in value and often enjoy lower insurance premiums and maintenance costs. Explore transportation alternatives. Sometimes the best financial decision is not owning a car at all. Depending on where you live, public transportation, car sharing services, or ride-hailing apps might offer a more economic solution. Even if owning a car remains a necessity, consider ways to reduce its usage. Combine trips, carpool, or even choose a more fuel-efficient model to minimize running costs. Shift your mindset. Perhaps the most transformative change is how you perceive your car. Instead of viewing it as a status symbol or an indispensable part of your identity, see it as a tool or a means to an end. When you adopt this practical perspective, you're more than likely to make decisions that favor long-term savings over short-term gratification. Imagine redirecting the extra $5,500 you might be losing each year into an investment that truly builds wealth. A retirement account, a promising side business, or even just a robust savings cushion. The potential impact on your financial future is enormous when you start treating every dollar with the care that it deserves. Leave a like on this video as well as subscribe if you found this video helpful or even enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.